Donald Trump is, of course, feeling pressure from a number of different legal challenges. One of them is in New York, where the AG is pressuring him over a variety of forms of fraud. And we know that she's coming for a lot of money, literally hundreds of millions of dollars, as well as shutting down the Trump Organization. Well, Donald Trump has a little plan, okay, a little backup plan, maybe in case that happens. He's got a whole new thing. He's moving on. He doesn't care about the Trump Organization. He's got something he likes more. We call it Trump Organization 2. He started a new company, and that's what it's called. It was registered on September 21st, the very day that Letitia James filed a 220-page fraud lawsuit against Trump, his family, and the original busted old Trump Organization. On Thursday, James' office fought back against this move, filing court papers that ask a Manhattan judge to bar him for moving any assets from the Trump Organization to the Trump Organization 2 so that they'd be protected from the $250 million judgment that she wants against him. And they're also asking for the lawyer to appoint an independent monitor to oversee the Trump Organization so that if they do anything tricky with moving money or hiding money or whatever, they can potentially see that. And they want to, it's described as quickly by Insider, hold a hearing to set a trial date for early October 2023, as well as serve Trump with a copy of the lawsuit, which currently Eric Trump has refused to accept. Because this is what you can do when you're rich. Like, you're facing a $250 million lawsuit. You just don't have to take it, I guess. Isn't that weird? If you committed a petty crime, like if the cop comes up to you, I don't even hear you. I don't even see you really. Like, no, you're allowed to do that when you're rich. But anyway, yeah, I will remind you, they're aiming for October 2023. This would be like far into the Republican primary at that point. If he chooses to run, you can't move it along faster there. But anyway, Ben, what do you think about Trump Organization 2? They really are rebooting everything these days, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Trump Organization 2, this time it's personal. You would hope that they would have been smart enough instead, or not hope, I guess, to instead of doing a sequel, they should have really done a prequel and changed the narrative. Oh, you go back in time. That's how you can avoid committing the crimes in the first place. But they're not interested in that. They just want to be able to paper it over with Trump Organization 2, which they also started a new offshoot, Trump Organization LLC, just 1 week before that. And then an offshoot of that was on the 21st, Trump Organization 2. So they have basically two new organizations now. I think that's what the world needs. More and more Trump-filled organizations, just putting money under each of them like a shell game and switching them around like the Times Square hucksters they actually are, now just going full on shell under the cup for all of us to see. But surprisingly, they're not okay with someone looking at making sure they don't put funds illegally in that company. Yeah. This is a totally legit company. Wait, you're gonna look? The point is, can someone start Organization 3?
Just in case. Yeah, no, the lawyers, as Ben is pointing out, they have said that none of this legal stuff is necessary. You don't need this special monitor. You don't need to look into that. And here's why. Lena Habba says, we have repeatedly provided assurance in writing that the Trump Organization has no intention of doing anything improper. Oh, in that case. No, but do you see the tricky thing that she's doing there? The Trump Organization won't do anything improper. But what about the Trump Organization 2? She doesn't say anything about whether it would ever do anything improper. You're not gonna get us that way, Alina Habba. I see what you're doing.
So that is amazing. That's a very strong point. That's like saying Donald Trump did not head up an insurrection against the company. Former President Donald Trump did, but that's semantics. It's pretty wild. That is pretty wild and a very strong point. Yeah, don't look over here, look over there. They're literally magicians, but they're like a very cheap magic shop magician who's like, look, can I just get you to buy the string thing that makes your card float or not? I gotta be somewhere, kid. I got alimony payment.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.